coming on at 8. Okay. No, I can do the. No, we can do it because they're going to go shoot again at 5 minutes. So. All right, you're almost ready for the men's game. It'll be Southern Maine 16-7, 8-4 in the conference. Against Central Maine 15-5, 10-3 in the conference. Jim Toomey with Rob Munzing. And we have a special guest. He's back again. He spoke so well before. Mimpori Samahosa from Westbrook. He went to Deering High School, though. So, Rob, questions for Mimpori. I know he missed a couple of games, but he looks healthy tonight.
Well, it's good to have you back in the lineup again. Had a little bit of an injury going on there, but we're glad you got that fixed up. And you're not Coach Morong. I've got to change the graphic. We're here with Mimpori Samahosa. So it's glad to be back, I'm sure. Big rival game. You played against a lot of these kids in the past. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts going into this one.
No, I went to Deering. It's a big stage out there when we play like Portland High School and stuff like that. So I'm kind of used to games like this. I played several of these kids because I'm from the Portland area. So it's going to be an exciting matchup and a great game tonight.
So how do you control your emotions in a game like this as you come into play here tonight? We saw it in the women's game a little bit, I think, with a real hyper-speed game. If you watch the beginning of that one, both teams were really feeding off the frenzy of the fans, but you got to get it so it slows down a little bit for you. How do you do that?
So we've been discussing all week in practice and preparing for this game because we know there's about a bunch of people that come to this game all over the state. This is one of the biggest games in the state, so we've controlled our emotions during practice, made sure to stay calm during all times during the game, and just take care of business. And we're not going to let the crowd get into our ears, anything other than that. We're just going to play our game.
So back healthy, team's pretty healthy. Big matchup. You went down there to play earlier in the season. It didn't work out well for you guys. What's the thought tonight?
Tonight's a different whole ball game. We just came here to take care of the same business. Of course, tonight we have an advantage because now we're playing at home. So we're going to hopefully take advantage of that and just come out here and play our basketball.
Well, we certainly want to wish you the very best of luck here, you and your team, and heading to the playoffs here pretty soon. So this is the type of matchup that's going to be playoff basketball.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mimpori, give us a handshake before he left.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't get the camera shot on him because I was trying to get the graphics set.
Before we begin tonight's game, we'd like to recognize our senior student athletes who will be playing in the final regular season home game.
We'll go to Patrick when we get a second. He's going to do the senior.
We ask that the parents of our seniors please come down to the court. First, our graduating seniors. From Rumford, Maine, number 1, Keegan Pitcher. Keegan will be graduating from the Business Administration and Management program. Next, from Levant, Maine, number 13, Jaden Henderson. Jaden will be graduating from the Business Administration and Management program. And last, but certainly not least, from Laconia, New Hampshire, number 34, DeMarco McKissick. DeMarco will be graduating from the Business Administration and Management program.
Good look at the 3 seniors right there.
They provided us with a lot of entertainment, good basketball, good teamwork. Always seem to be supportive teammates. Again, they'll be putting 5 minutes on the clock and finishing the warm-up. There's a great picture right there.
One more round of applause for our seniors. And now it's time. Mustangs, Seawolves.
All right, the Seawolves head coach Matt Richards, assisted by A.J. Burton, Rick DeFusco, Tyler Clark, and John Lemio. Mustangs 16-7. I beg your pardon. Seawolves 16-7, 8-4 in the conference. Southern Maine 10-4 at home, 5-3 on the road, 1-0 at neutral sites. Southern Maine scores 68 points, 6 points a game, while giving up 61.2. They shoot 39.9 from the floor, 30.5 from long distance, and 65.6 at the foul line. Last week, they lost to Great Bay at home 77-70. Great Bay played, we saw the same intensity that we saw them beat the Mustangs on this court. But on Sunday, the Seawolves came back and defeated a very tough University of Maine Augusta team, 68-65 at home. And again, they have one more regular season game, the 18th at home against Vermont Tech. Central Maine Community College head coach Dave Gagne in his 29th year, assisted by Steve Carey, Jared Rubin, and one of the great players we covered here for Central Maine, Corey David. Mustangs score 79.5 points a game, limiting the opposition to 71.8. CM shoots 44% from the floor, 34.1 from long distance, and 65.5% at the foul line. Last weekend, they defeated Paul Smith up in New York 80-64, but then lost at Concord, New Hampshire against New Hampshire Tech 80-66. Again, the quarterfinals at the higher seed will be on February 25th. These two teams met down in South Portland on December 14th. It was Southern Maine coming up with the win, 64-51. as the Mustangs only shot 25% in that game, while the Seawolves shot 36.5. Seawolves were led by Deshaun Cromwell with 29 points. Thomas Martinotti had 13. For the Mustangs, it was 12 points for Cam Pollock and 10 points for Wyatt Hathaway. But again, that was then. Fast forward, here we are, a couple of months later, with both teams trying to get in that second seed, Rob. I think New Hampshire Tech has clinched the first seed. Jim Toomey with Rob Munzing, Andrew Severson on the camera. I think the winner of this. I'll tell you, that men's division, last part of the season, Great Bay has come on strong. Paul Smith's also capable at any moment. Vermont Tech could throw an upset in there. But right now, New Hampshire Tech, I think, has the tiebreaker, Rob, to get that #1 seed. We were impressed with them in a losing effort here. And then, of course, they did beat the Mustangs over the weekend. They pretty much controlled the whole game, as I was reading about it. So again, we hope fans enjoy this one around the state of Maine, around the country, around the world on Munzing Media Sports, the official streaming partner for Central Maine Community College Athletics. And you know what? Also the official streaming partner for the University of Maine Augusta Athletics. And Patrick Dexler will be giving us our starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the Dave Gagne Court at Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for tonight's Yankee Small College Conference men's basketball game featuring the visiting Southern Maine Community College Seawolves. And your Central Maine Mustangs! Tonight's game is sponsored by Investment Executives, Northeast Event Design, Munzing Media, Central Maine Conditioning Clinic, and Edge Nutrition. Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Seawolves. From Saco, Maine, number 2, Jack Kaczynski. From Worcester, Massachusetts, number 4, Cayman Warburton. From Bedford, Maine, number 5, Deshaun Cromwell. From Harwinton, Connecticut, number 13, Thomas Martinotti. And from Methuen, Massachusetts, number 14, Randy Vasquez. The head coach of the Seawolves is Matt Richards. The associate head coach is A.J. Burton. The assistant coaches are Richard DeFusco, Tyler Clark, and John Lemieux. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Mustangs. From Rumford, Maine, number 1, Keegan Pitcher. From Levant, Maine, number 13, Jaden Henderson. From Auckland, New Zealand, number 21, Boston Caldwell. From Westbrook, Maine, number 30, Empori Semouza. And from Laconia, New Hampshire, number 34, DeMarco McKissick. The head coach of the Mustangs is Dave Gagne. The assistant coaches are Steve Carey, Jared Rubin, and Corey David.
All right, just about ready for basketball action. Keegan Pitcher getting a start tonight. He was recognized as a future graduate at the end of the year in the business program. Nice gesture by Coach Gagne giving Pitcher his first start of the season as a senior.
Well,
they call them seniors, but
yeah, traditionally on senior night you start them, and so that's great. Great for Keegan. So we got clarification from Yankee Small Conference representative. NHTI has to beat Albany to clinch the one seed. So a technicality, maybe?
No, well, no, yeah. I'm just saying they would be favored to do so.
They would be. Yeah,
but you never know, as they say. All right, Mustangs in the white uniforms going left to right. I'm glad the YSCC is scouting us. Any other information we'd be glad to have.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. Used to be Jeff Schools, but I think they got a new person involved, and they do a nice job. I was on the website.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of stuff there.
A lot of stuff there.
McKissick jumping against Deshaun Cromwell, controlled by the Mustangs. Pitcher has it. They go inside. McKissick drives off glass. Nice block by Henderson, I believe. 2-0 Mustangs.
Now get the big involved right out of the gate.
Cayman Warburton brings it up. The first year from Worcester. Coming out of the corner is Baczynski. Out top to Vasquez. Cromwell spins. Vasquez in the corner. Gets it back to Baczynski. Still 10 to shoot. Plenty of time. Baczynski changes hands on the dribble. Almost loses it. Warburton drives, shoots, comes up short. Rebound, bounces around, and snagged out of the air by McKissick. Pitcher gave it to Henderson. Henderson being watched by Baczynski. They swing it to the far side to Pitcher. Semouza behind the arc. Dishes it off to Caldwell. First touch for Caldwell. 8 to shoot, Mustangs. Shot no good by Henderson. Rebound, Southern Maine. Martinotti. Warburton, bounce pass, baseline to Vasquez. Juggled it, got it back to Martinotti. Halfway through the shot clock. SM. Baczynski for 3. Spins off, rebound McKissick. Outlet pass to Semouza. Here come the Mustangs. Semouza loops it in. McKissick faces the basket. Skips it the far side to Pitcher. Still 15 to shoot. Semouza on a drive and traveled.
Yeah, Vasquez stepped up nicely on the defense there, caused that turnover. Both teams digging in on the D. Somebody says they're having trouble with sound on the feed. I don't think anybody else is reporting that. Likely a local issue.
Okay. There's a loose ball. Henderson has it. Henderson lays it up and in. 4-0 CM, 2 minutes into the game. Warburton. Baczynski looks for Vasquez. Instead goes in the corner for 3. Overshot by Martinotti. Semouza got the ball. Caldwell for 3. Bang! Boston Caldwell from downtown. 7-0 lead for the Mustangs out of the gate.
Nice start for the Mustangs on both ends of the floor, Jim.
Warburton to Martinotti. Something going on underneath. Holding foul, I'm going to guess on CM.
Boston foul number 13, Jaden Henderson. That's the first.
First foul of the game, it's on Jaden Henderson. Pazinski will trigger it in, comes out to Cromwell. Pazinski got it back. Warburton being watched by pitcher. Underneath, a nice cut by Pazinski. I think that was Randy Vasquez on the assist. Henderson looks over his shoulder, gets the message from Coach Dave Gagne. In front of our broadcast position, that's Boston Caldwell. Semahosa swings it left side. Henderson. Semahosa to McKissick. In traffic, contact.
Here's a quick Boston Caldwell from the corner.
First foul on Martinotti. Keegan Pitcher coming out. He played some tough D while he was in there. Coming in, Wyatt Hathaway, Cam Pollock. Henderson is the other player that comes out. McKissick to inbound underneath his own basket. Loops it out to Semahosa. Pollock swings it to Hathaway. McKissick takes it deep. Three-pointer. Turner, Maine. Lovett Area High School Hornet makes it 10-2. Near steal by Pollock. Warburton for three. Spins off. Rebound Semahosa. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off a Mustang.
Off Hathaway, I think, on the tip.
Four minutes into the game, 10-2 Central Maine. Vasquez out top to Cromwell, swings it this near side to Warburton. Cromwell in the corner. Cromwell comes out of the corner. Pazinski for three, bang.
Yeah, Pazinski won't miss that. That's like a layup.
Nice ball movement by the Seawolves. 10-5. Pollock from Manchester, New Hampshire, bounce pass knocked out of bounds. When I covered the YSCC volleyball championships at Southern Maine, had a chance, of one by Central Maine over Paul Smith. I had a chance to talk to some Southern Maine basketball players, among Cromwell and Pazinski.
We saw Pazinski light it up from three land. Hey, down a little bit, huh? Hey. No, you got to go in front of this table right here.
Knocked out of bounds.
They won't see you and they won't get you in. We're directing traffic here again.
I asked Deshaun Powell and Vasquez. I asked Deshaun Cromwell about the national championship. He said it was like the best thing ever, the whole experience. The whole experience.
Yeah.
Semahosa at the line. Again, it was hurt early in the season. 76% foul shooter. Averaging 8.8 points a game.
Next time a kid sets up here, I'm going to hit him right in the head and move him down. I mean, they're pushing our equipment all over the place.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
2 for 2 for Semahosa. $12 to 5. Well, it's also what sometimes they're in front of us. We've dealt with that, but then they push off the table as they get onto their feet.
Yeah, and all they got to do is, hit the power, and we're off the air. So it frustrates me. Sorry, folks, for getting upset there.
Well, they're not thinking, but they got to think of everybody. Martinotti, the fall away, does not go. Rebound tipped. Mustangs basketball.
Yeah, Mustangs doing a good job on the D board so far. I think McKissick had 3 while he was in there.
5 minutes into the game, Central Maine leading 12 to 5 over their in-state rival, the Southern Maine Seawolves. CM women won the first game, 53 to 40, and there's a palming or carry on the Mustangs. Number 0 in the game for the Seawolves, Colby Dillingham, 6'10", first year, Norway, Maine, Oxford Hills High School. Here's Warburton. Dillingham for three. Back rim, rebound bounces around. Jeremiah Simeon in there for CM, number 14. And also Jonah Mincy. Outside Caldwell for three. Bang! Boston! Caldwell.
Similar to Pazinski three. You leave those three-point shooters alone like that, and it's like a layup for him. And Pazinski had one, Caldwell had one.
15-5, CM.
Caldwell struggled in the game down there, but he's got 2 threes early in this one.
Martinotti with it. Mustangs plays some good defense. Cromwell for three out of the corner. Grazed the rim. Rebound came to Pazinski. Martinotti, swish.
Yeah, good pass by Pazinski. Found the set shooter there.
Thomas Martinotti from Harwinton, Connecticut. Cuts it to 8, under 14 minutes to go, first half. Cam Pollock, Manchester, New Hampshire product. Caldwell gives up his dribble. Bounce pass in the corner. Hathaway caught up with it. Caldwell for three. Short. Grabbed out of the air by Warburton. Seawolves want to run. Warburton coast to coast. He showed good speed, didn't he, Rob?
Split the defenders on the take.
For the Seawolves, checking in, number 20, Liam O'Neill. 6'4", first-year player, Hudson, New Hampshire. Also number 30, Bodie Meter. 6'3", sophomore, Gorham, Maine, Gorham High School.
Excuse me.
Of the Meter family, quite a legacy of Maine basketball at all levels. Seawolves are inbound. Martinotti over in the corner. O'Neill drives. Simeon playing defense. Martinotti from downtown. Front rim, out of bounds. CM ball.
Big crowd on here, as you would expect. They're standing right in front of us. Both bleachers across the way full. The other bleachers are semi-full. Great crowd, great atmosphere.
Jaden Henderson returns, replacing Jeremiah Simeon. Pollock with the basketball. Burton is watching. Warburton, I should say. Into Mincy. Hathaway for three. Wide. Loose ball. Mincy had it for a second, knocked out of his hands. It'll be Mustangs ball underneath their own basket.
Hey,
here comes
Biddeford.
back in Jonah Mincy comes out. Mincy from East Weymouth, Mass.
And no fouls on the big guy.
That's true. They have to go outside to Semahosa. Henderson. Hands off to Hathaway.
My God.
Here's the shot. Spins and hung on the rim and fell off. Okay. Pazinski keeps his balance. Got it to Meter, and then Warburton has it knocked out of bounds. Bodie Meter. He had some key minutes against UMA on Sunday. Here's a three-pointer. Meter. Bang! Timeout. Southern Maine. 12:27 to go. First half. Central Maine 15. Southern Maine 10 on Munzing Media Sports.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the Meter three here.
30 seconds out.
Gets it out high, out top. Comes off the screen. Then he bounces back outside.
For the Seawolves, checking in, number 11, Jay Hawk, 6-foot freshman, Poland, Maine, but he went to Great New Gloucester High School. Cromwell has returned. In the front court, Semahosa. Hathaway for three. And I think it's Liam O'Neill committing the foul in the corner.
Gonna shoot three.
Hathaway for three. Wyatt Hathaway, a 71% foul shooter. This is going to be his 94th foul shot attempt. Which is a little surprising because he's taken, like, coming into the game, 54 three-point attempts. That particular one, he was fouled.
Wyatt.
Very calmly, he's made 2 for 2.
Good Cam.
Well, we've seen just how great and streaky a shooter Wyatt is, because he can go off at any time, and, you know, he'll hit 5 threes in a row.
Well, speaking of threes, he made 3 for 3s. He comes out, Caldwell back in. And checking in for the first time for the Mustangs, number 4 is Malik Foster. 6'1", first-year player from just across the river, Lewiston High School product. 18-10 Mustangs. Meter. Here comes Warburton. Warburton still has it. They skip it baseline. Meter comes underneath, short. Here come the Mustangs in the person of Henderson. Coming out of the corner, Foster. Henderson, change of pace. Goes down in the corner. Semahosa. Nice drive, left it short. Nice job grabbing that loose ball. Liam O'Neill. Behind the arc. O'Neill thought of it. Driving baseline. They kick it to this near side for 3. No good by Jay Hawks. Rebound Semahosa. Foster. Bounce past Henderson. Henderson is going to shoot 2. Nice look by Malik Foster. First foul, Bodie Meter.
Yeah, Pazinski up off the bench, quickly back in for the Seawolves. Don't think they were happy that the Seawolves coaching staff happy with the defense there, with Henderson being able to beat his defender.
Henderson, a 78% foul shooter coming in.
Both teams hang their hats on good defense, Jim. You know, fundamentally sound defense. Not sure what the official came over. What was that for, Patrick? Oh, clarifying the foul. 20, not 30 on the foul. Okay.
Fouls on O'Neill.
And that's what they had up there. But
Henderson comes up short with that one. Rebound to Sean Cromwell.
Yeah, McKissick backed off. Very smart, huh? Very smart.
The words of wisdom given to him by Rob Munson.
Yeah.
Meter. They back off. Underneath, Cromwell, the fall away, back rim. Rebound bounces around. And they're going to say it's Seawolves' ball. Ooh. Reset the 20 on the shot clock. Officials conference?
Maybe.
No, didn't amount to any difference. Same possession for the team and 20 on the shot clock. Cromwell, the fall away, no good. Rebound tipped by Vasquez, but then McKissick comes away with it. Here comes Henderson behind his back. Caldwell from downtown, back rim. McKissick battling, had it. And a whistle.
Knocked out. I think it's going to be Mustang ball underneath, Jim.
Same as the women's game, Rob. I don't need my roster sheet because I can recognize everybody by sight. I love it. I've done a lot of these players in high school, and of course, we see them coming up through the YSCC. Right there, we saw a loose ball picked up by Cromwell of the Seawolves. Meter, bounce pass. Cromwell faces the defender. Cromwell across the lane. Warburton for 3. Halfway down and out. Rebound Henderson. Semahosa stops. McKissick in the lane, drives and lays it in. (21-10), under 10 minutes to go, first half. Here's a steal by Henderson, knocked away, picked up by Foster. The trailer is Caldwell. Caldwell spins. Henderson, a little bump we play on. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Boston Caldwell dribbles out to the top of the arc and lets it fly. Bang! Timeout, Southern Maine. 9:28 to go in the first half. Central Maine 24, Southern Maine 10 on Munzing Media Sports.
Yeah, let's see if we can pick Dave up in the huddle.
Chuck it quick, Marco, go. Get your inhaler. Marco, you have your inhaler?
Marco, Ringo.
Are you ready now?
Let's go. All the energy off the court. You know what I'm saying? See who's in the court side, right? Do it for the Let's go.
Let's go, horns up, let's go.
Boston Caldwell, 9 points via the threes, 3 out of 5 from long distance. Wyatt Hathaway with 6. Leading the Seawolf, Jack Pazinski with 5 points. Andrew Quinn has checked in, handling the ball, number 3. First-year player, Wakefield, Massachusetts, Wakefield High School.
Hands off!
Three-pointer out of the corner. No good by Southern Maine. That was Pazinski. Here comes Cam Pollock, going to be picked up by Quinn. Couple of number 3s going at it. Underneath, up and in! Boston Caldwell! What a pass by Pollock on the looping pass. 26-10, Central Maine. They go inside to Vasquez. Pazinski tees one up. Hit the side of the rim. Rebound grabbed off the floor by Foster. Pollock in the front court, right in front of the SM bench. Cam Pollock taking his time. Quinn is defending. Semahosa back in the game. Now they go baseline to Caldwell. Comes up shooting. No good. Aggressive rebound. Nicely done, Randy Vasquez. Martinotti faked the 3. Quinn's going to take it. Overshoots. Semahosa climbs the ladder. Got the board. Pollock being watched by Quinn. Under 8 minutes to go. 26-10. Central Maine. Caldwell. Martinotti is defending. 10 to shoot Mustangs. Jonah Mincy in the game, has the ball. 5 to shoot. Semahosa drives. Semahosa got the shot off, hit the back rim. Another rebound for Vasquez. Pazinski on the drive, fakes. Vasquez the jump shot. Spins off, rebound Foster. Foster elevated.
Seawolves just can't buy a basket,
No.
Jim. 10 points. 7 minutes and 15 left.
Paul gave up his dribble. Mincy helps. Mincy spins. Himsey dumps it underneath. Back out. Semahosa drives. The floating shot. Semahosa is short. Semahosa got a rebound. Lays it in. Our pregame guest, Mimpori Semahosa, stayed with that play, Rob.
Well, persistence pays off that time. You just stay with the play, and It's not going well for the Seawolves right now. They're streaky. They can light it up, though.
Quinn across the foul line area. Pazinski for three. No good.
We're all the way back. We've been waiting for this Cam Pollock great pass here, Jim. Watch Cam go to work here. Comes down the right side. Still looking, and now he loops it up and over to Caldwell. Look at that. Beautiful touchdown pass. Cam Pollock, what a play.
Put a star beside that one.
Oh, a beauty. Highlight film.
28-10, 6.5 to go, first half. Mustangs with the lead. Martinotti being guarded by Simeon, who's checked in the second time. 7 to shoot, Seawolves.
So Mustangs, when they went down there at the end of the semester in December, they had an early lead in that game. Had it until Cromwell went off.
Well, in the
Probably
end,
had one of his best games of his career.
Excellent. In the end, he only shot 25%. Cromwell for long distance. That one rattles off. Rebound Henderson.
Ooh.
Kendra Imadiro's in the game, number 11. He's from Manchester, New Hampshire. McKissick backs in, powers it.
Yeah,
and he's going to the line.
Yeah. Marco sensed that he had a smaller player on him and just backed in.
Fouls on Cromwell, his first, team's fifth. Luke Gabloff.
You get McKissick down in low like that, it's like Amtrak coming into North Station, just clear the track.
Luke Gabloff, number 15 for the Seawolves. He's from North Yarmouth, went to Greeley High School. A lot of Greeley Rangers playing ball. 2 for 2 for McKissick, who came in shooting only around 42%. 100% that trip for a 20-point Mustangs lead as we just went under 6 minutes to go, first half. Pazinski down in the far corner. Now they loop it in. It got loose. Mustangs come away with the outlet pass. Andrew Quinn goes back, hustles, picks it up. Gabloff sets the screen. Pazinski now, here's the turnaround shot is good. Luke Briggs, freshman from Augusta out of Coney High School, hit a long two-pointer.
Saw a lot of Luke in high school. Great player, great shooter.
Henderson being watched by Quinn. Imadiro swings it left of the foul line, extended Hathaway. McKissick baseline, swings it near side. And traveling with Simeon. So with 5:10 to go, it's interesting how Coach Gagne will play this because you want to rest some guys, right? You don't want Southern Maine to go on an 8-point run and say, oh, we're in the locker room trailing only by 10 or hit a 3 at the buzzer and it's only 9. For the first time checking in, number 24, Ashante Haywood for the Mustangs. He's from Yarmouth, Maine, Yarmouth High School.
I think you're happy your match baskets right here, right, Jim?
Yes.
Match scoring for the rest of the quarter. Seawolves need a 2 for 1.
Pazinski comes up shooting, hits the deck, no call. Loose ball rebound picked up by Haywood.
Uh-oh.
I saw that coming. You saw that coming.
I want to hit the pause button for him.
Warburton checking in for Southern Maine.
A lot of scammers out there. Stay away from them.
Yeah. On that far side, Pazinski looking for cutters. Bounce pass baseline. Gabloff goes back out. Saved by Warburton. Martinotti gave it to Gabloff. Gabloff still has it through traffic. Right. Players hit the deck. We play on. As a drive by Luke Briggs. And Luke Briggs will shoot 2.
Yeah, got a little demolition derby-like out there.
Luke Briggs, 6 out of 12 at the foul line this year. Averages 4.6 a game.
Might have to Change your moniker to Chris. Who was the guy? Chris Economati or something like that? Used to do the Demolition Derby on Wild World of Sports.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Remember that was classic on Saturday, right?
Always watch it, yeah. Of course, you and I, different generation, and you had your basic networks and shows, and there was you couldn't watch them later or anything else like that. Boy, we were so deprived, Jim, how we made it through the 60s, 70s, and
nice job at the line by Luke Briggs, going 2 for 2.
Well, Briggs has given him a little spark here, hasn't he, the Coney Ram?
30-14 as we near the 4-minute mark remaining, first half. Imadiro to Haywood. Haywood behind his back. And there's a steal by Warburton. Warburton turning on the Jets. And a block! What a block by McKissick! And what happened now? Lost out by the CM fans, went nuts over there. But in the ensuing action, looks like the Mustangs lost it.
Here it is.
Part of me was saying, don't try to block it. You know what I mean? Look at this. Just taking his time, and perfect by the D-man, DeMarco McKissick, product of Laconia, New Hampshire, Laconia High School. Comes out to Warburton.
I don't think Marco has a foul.
Pazinski, Martinotti, a floating shot. Martinotti, no good. What do they call? Player control? Yes. His second foul. Pollock looks over to his coaching staff, gets the message, walks it over the Mustang logo. McKissick to Hathaway. Yes! Score the basket! +1. We could hear the SM coaching staff yelling, back door, back door.
Well, they were right.
Hathaway going for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, Hathaway just invited the contact, didn't he, huh? Put his shoulder pads right into him. The old football player.
He's got it. 33-14. Pazinski drives. Has it blocked. I call a foul this time on McKissick.
And Marco got his money's worth there. Here's that backdoor cut. Watch it right here, Jim. Here comes Pollock with it. It's going to bounce past it right there. Nice little dish. Hathaway inviting the contact.
Had enough strength to have it crawl across the side rim. Jack Pazinski, Saco, Maine, Thornton Academy, averaging 16.8 points a game. He's a 71% foul shooter.
So you know how I know everybody, Jim, just because I'm old. People say, geez, Rob, you know a lot of people. Well, that's what happens when you hit 70. You know a lot of people. You've been in education your whole life, been coaching your whole life. So here's my timeline here. Two of my former players officiate in this game, Robbie Lamar and Jeff Mertzel. I had them both in class. I had them both in sports. I had Jack Pazinski's dad, and Andy Pazinski, played football for me at Gardner.
I didn't know that piece. I knew the other two. Pazinski makes 1 out of 2. 33-15 with 3:20 remaining. First half. Cam Pollock. McKissick tries to go inside. Trying to hit Semahosa. And it went astray, as you can see, on your Munzing media shot provided by our cameraman, Andrew Severson.
And Pori, very personable. I was scrambling with stuff not going right, so we forgot to put the camera on him, but we heard his voice. Gosh.
Warburton. 12 to shoot. Caldwell back in the game. 12 is Luke Briggs. Warburton drives, comes up shooting and hit it.
Well, they needed one of those.
Nice shot, Warburton. He dribbled, came up shooting. Stopped on a dime. Cuts it to 16. Hathaway being watched by Warburton. McKissick playing point guard out front, hands off to Caldwell. McKissick caught it, drives, too heavy, rebound on the weak side by Pazinski.
Yeah, I think somebody got a piece of that as the shot went up.
Martinotti being watched by Semahosa. Pazinski fakes, Pazinski drives, knocked out of bounds from behind by the quick hands of Cam Pollock. You got some fans looking through the windows on the far side.
Yes, yeah. Back in here.
Warburton to trigger it in. Comes out to Briggs. 8 to shoot. Pazinski trying to go to work. Pazinski double teamed. McKissick has it. Loose. Pazinski going with it. And finally,
What a play by Pazinski.
Seahawks see Wolves get away with it. Warburton misses. Something going on underneath.
What a great effort by Jack Pazinski, huh? Just fantastic. Just would not give up.
He's played a lot of minutes in this first half.
He surely has, yeah. Likely he's a high scorer. I mean, it has been a high scoring game.
Yeah, with 6.
Yeah.
He's got 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. You know, he usually is one of those guys that fills the stat line. I don't mean high numbers in the stat line, but some players, you know, get points, maybe a couple of rebounds. Other players get points, rebounds, 2 or 3 assists, 2 or 3 steals, and then the intangible factor that coaches do keep, deflections, keeping balls alive. Hathaway is going to shoot 2 shots. First foul, Luke Briggs. 2 shots for Hathaway.
I guess we got a chance to take a look at it. The Seawolves coaching staff not very happy with the call. You can see it there.
They were sort of saying there wasn't any contact, and Hathaway hit the deck. That second one spins off by Hathaway, rebound Vasquez. CM double the score, 34-17. From outside, bang. Jack Pazinski, he's got a quick release.
He surely does. Fantastic catch and release there by Pazinski.
34-20. Samahosa looks underneath. And this is going to be a 1-and-1 for Jonah Mincy.
Up to 9 fouls now against the Seawolves.
Foul on Briggs. Oh, actually, foul on Vasquez.
Bam!
Second.
Don't leave him. What?
Liam O'Neill checking back in for SM.
I know, but you.
I figured out who shook your hand before the game. Luke Gabloff
Luke.
from North Yarmouth, Greeley High School.
Yeah, that was great. Luke came over
Yeah, he
and
didn't
said,
pay any attention to me. He says, "Are you Rob Munzing?" He says, "Yes." He gave you a big handshake. He said, "Good job" or something like that.
well, he said, I love your work, what you guys are doing.
Well, you do keep us on. Mincy misses. Samahosa, the rebound, back up, too heavy. Mincy involved again. Loose ball, picked up by the Seawolves. Well, without you keeping us on the air, we're talking to ourselves more than usual. Down there deep, a little baby hook shot. Liam O'Neill with a soft touch. Product of Hudson, New Hampshire, the Granite State represented. It's down to 12, Rob, with a minute to go here.
Got to give the Seawolves credit, just what they needed to do. Haven't shot well, but they've stuck with it.
Samahosa absorbs contact and travels. Give credit to the Seawolves for shutting off that baseline. Meter back in the game, gives it to Marinati. O'Neill, baseline, looks over his shoulder. O'Neill spins, O'Neill shoots, does not get it. Rebound, Southern Maine. Pazinski snuck in there. Pazinski through traffic, score the basket, and Jack Pazinski's going for one more.
Well, Pazinski's been keeping them alive, hasn't he? Really an impressive first half for Pazinski.
I know I said it was 34-17, so at least this is at least a 7-point run for
Come on.
Southern Maine.
And here it is, Pazinski with the tough finish.
Who's got shooter here?
Right there, he's going to get home and with
He's
single
got it.
digits.
34-25, 4-second difference between the game and shot clock.
Remember, a while back we said, well, what do you need to do? Well, just match them. Well, I've been able to match the Seawolves here.
Caldwell on that far side spins. Henderson back in the game. Caldwell from 17 feet, back rim. Rebound pulled down by Luke Briggs. Shot clock is off. No, let's say, yes, it should be off. Game clock at 12. Henderson picks up the foul.
Be shooting a 7th foul.
Bodie Meter at the line.
Be 1-1.
Meter a 70% foul shot. Only been to the line 10 times this year. He's played 419 minutes. And did not get the roll. Rebound Semahosa. Central Maine has time. Hathaway yelling instructions. Hathaway on the drive. Semahosa fakes, shoots, no good. So, nice run here by Southern Maine. And it is a single-digit game going into the half. At the end of this first half, YSCC men's matchup. Central Maine Community College 34, Southern Maine Community College 25 on Munzing Media Sports.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Same thing as always.
That's the front of the net.
All those little things to make you what you are.
0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
What's the grand opening for our esports arena? We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against the different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCAA.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary dentals in the heart. The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath. CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Forensics has grown so much and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched Forensic Files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around, I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an intro to criminal justice and criminal law and report writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking like what's important here, what do I need to look for like right off the bat. You never know what you're going to find.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills, partner at CBU Benefits, coming to you today to explain a little bit more about the packages that we offer. Today I have Alex, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover critical illness, why it's so important for you to have it, what it means, and we're going to find a way to get you covered through CBU Benefits.
So one of our more innovative products that we have is our critical illness policy. Now for us it's called Active Care. It's a lump sum product from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000 for cancer, for heart issues. Really it covers 28 critical illnesses. So we call this our Active Care product. So for just a few dollars a month, you can cover yourself for life's unexpected events of cancer, heart, the 28 critical illnesses, even going into diabetic amputation, Alzheimer's disease. So come over to CBU Benefits and get information about how you can protect yourselves for life unexpected events.
I'm Greg Glynn, athlete brand advisor and CEO of Pliable. Pliable helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. New name, image, and likeness opportunities are a game changer for athletes and for businesses. To learn more about social media marketing and endorsement opportunities for your brand, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 1-707-PLIABLE.
Welcome back, Central Maine Community College. Jim Toomey, along with our producer, Rob Munzing, cameraman Andrew Severson, at the half of this men's YSCC basketball matchup. Central Maine 34, Southern Maine 25. It was a 30-10 lead at one point for the Mustangs. So that's a 15-4 run from that moment on. Team stats for the Seawolves, they were 9 out of 32 from the floor, 28%. Mustangs 10 out of 24, that's 42%. From long distance, Southern Maine 3 out of 16. Central Maine 4 out of 9. At the foul line, Southern Maine 4 out of 6. Central Maine a very good 10 out of 13. Only 4 turnovers for Southern Maine. That's really been a big factor. They got more shots in the air. 12 turnovers for the Mustangs. Individually, for the Seawolves, Jack Pazinski in double digits with 12 on 4 out of 9 shooting, also has 4 rebounds. Luke Briggs, 4 points. Bodie Meter, a 3-pointer for his 3 points. 2 points apiece for Cayman Warburton, Thomas Martinotti, Liam O'Neill. Deshaun Cromwell, one of the leading scorers, 0 for 4 from the floor. Again, he had 29 points in the first matchup down in South Portland in December. For Central Maine, Boston Caldwell in double digits with 11. He had 3 threes. Wyatt Hathaway, 10 points. He was 5 for 6 at the line. DeMarco McKissick, 6 points, 5 boards. Corey Simahoza, 4 points, 7 rebounds. 3 points for Jake Henderson. Keith Picture picked up a rebound. Cam Pollock had a rebound and assist. 2 rebounds from Malik Foster, 1 rebound for Kenray Amadiro. Also seeing action, Jeremiah Simeon, Ashanti Haywood, and Jonah Mincy. Again, 34-25.
They're going to get the ball.
With 20 more minutes of action.
See what happens.
So how many times we said it? They say it all broadcasts. We can say it too. What happens during the first 5 minutes of the second half? We'll be able to sense the tempo, who seizes control. You know, the first 3 possessions, I'm going to say, for each team will be very important, Rob Munzing.
Well, I think the fact that the bigs are in pretty good shape here for the Mustangs there. Typically, we're talking about Marco McKissick, you know, having to manage fouls and things like that, but pretty clean tonight.
Yeah, the only player with 2 fouls for Central Maine is Jaden Henderson with 2. On the other side of the ledger, Pazinski hasn't committed a foul. That's big for them. 2 fouls for Martinotti, also 2 fouls for O'Neill. So really not that many fouls called in the first half. 9 against Southern Maine, only 7 against Central Maine.
Yeah, so.
But we've seen that change in a heartbeat in the second half. Not just here, anywhere. Hope fans enjoying this one. Fans of both schools. This great YSCC in-state rivalry matchup.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a fair amount of interest with other schools around the league watching in, and we'd love to hear from them as well. And boy, so many of them come up and just say such kind words to us.
Yes.
And we really appreciate that. Thanks for all you folks that have done that, you players in the league and coaches.
Fall away Cromwell is short. Rebound grab off the floor by Henderson. Jaden Henderson walks it across midcourt. He's now at the left of the foul line extended. Down in the corner to McKissick. Pitcher starting the second half, the senior. They call him a senior. McKissick works baseline, spins one way, goes back the other, crawls across the rim. Knocked out of bounds? No, save. Nicely done, Thomas Martinotti.
Well, good inside defense there by the Seawolves.
Pazinski drives, body control. Pazinski knocked out of bounds, I think. .20 on the shot clock. Ball comes in to Vasquez. Vasquez fakes, Vasquez drives, and lost it. DeMarco McKissick shut off the baseline.
Yeah, Marco did a great job earlier. Here we're going to show you. Up and up. Makes the stuff.
1 minute in the second half. We have no scoring. The first minute. Reigns a 9-point Mustangs lead. Semahosa out by midcourt. On the drive, Henderson loses it. Picked up by Cromwell. Pazinski, after taking a tumble, got up, caught the pass. Pazinski on the drive. Pazinski goes all the way, does not get the roll. Rebound McKissick. Henderson scoops it near side. Caldwell tees one up. Bang! Boston, you're our man. 37-25, CM Warburton, left of the foul line extended. Cromwell. Warburton being watched closely by pitcher. Cromwell working out of the right corner is tagged for the foul.
Yeah, watch the three here in the corner. Henderson does a great job buying time. Let Caldwell get over so that he can get in the three-point territory. He does and bangs it home.
Second foul on Semahosa.
Too easy! Too easy!
Out of the corner, gave it Martinotti the shot. Bounces around, no good. We got a whistle. Second foul, Boston Caldwell. So 20 on the shot clock. The Seawolves are inbound underneath their own basket. Pazinski will throw it in. Nothing inside, so have to go way out top to Vasquez, and now he fakes one way, passes it back, stumbling through the lane. Pazinski, rebound Vasquez, no good, and finally Semahosa grabs it off the floor. Here's Jaden Henderson. Henderson, McKissick drives and got held. The CM women's team down in the corner. They had a 53-40 win over Southern Maine. A very close game for most of the way, actually, till the fourth quarter.
Yes, that was a very competitive game, Jim.
Again, that three-pointer by Clara Band at the end of the third quarter made it. McKissick down deep, spins a little hook shot, no good. Rebound Vasquez. Warburton gets the screen for Vasquez. Not quite. Pitcher fights through it.
Yeah, we had job well. Fought through it. Muscled up.
The give and go, and Martinotti lays it in. I think that was Vasquez with a nice pass. Down to 10 points. 3 minutes into the second half. Henderson with plenty of room. McKissick sets the screen. Samahosa swings it near side to Caldwell. Pitcher has it. And Samahosa travel coming out of the corner. Pollock and Hathaway enter for the Mustangs. Pitcher and Caldwell will sit down. Again, quarterfinals on the 25th.
Check your local listings. We'll have it up as soon as we know.
Could be all kinds. UMA may be here, as you said.
We could have 3 or 4 games on the 25th.
Down deep, Martinotti somehow stopped on the pivot.
Yeah, he kept that 1 foot down.
Yeah. 8 to shoot. Here's a three-pointer. Spins off by Baczynski. Lost out by Central Maine.
Good fundamental.
Lost out by SM.
Yeah, good fundamental rebounding there by Marco McKissick. Had the inside position.
Both Southern Maine teams have one more game for their senior day. That's the 18th against Vermont Tech at 1 and 3 o'clock on the South Portland campus. McKissick peeks over his shoulder, goes out to Samahosa. Here comes Henderson. Henderson, little scoop shot, comes up short. And it's white ball.
Yeah, Marco McKissick hit the deck, and the bleachers across the way, everybody went up about 3 feet. Yeah.
Looped out to McKissick. Hathaway to McKissick. And double dribble. Remains a 10-point lead. Not much scoring last couple of minutes. It was 34-25 at the half. So after 4 minutes, it's a 3-2 edge for Central Maine.
Somebody puts together a 7-point run. Could be all the difference in the game. We have a 3-point game or a big lead for the Mustangs.
But Baczynski got us a rebound after hitting the side rim. Warburton off balance. No good. Rebound Hathaway. Pollock. Hathaway from downtown. Oh. Bang! Wyatt Hathaway. Quick release and drained it for a 13-point Central Maine lead.
Shot that from Turner, Maine.
Baczynski takes it baseline. And they got to call a tagging foul.
Here's Wyatt on the long range. Dialed up a Casey Kasem long range. Dedication for 3 points.
You still can hear that on Sirius.
I do. I listen to it every weekend, Jim. Unbelievable. Huh?
Where were you in 1974 on this date?
I love it.
The foul was on Hathaway, his first. Andrew Quinn back in the game. He has the basketball being watched by Hathaway. Quinn bounce pass Cromwell. Got it. A long 2-pointer. First score for Deshaun Cromwell.
Yeah. They need Cromwell to heat up.
And he can do it.
Oh, yes, he can.
40-29, Central Maine. Jonah Mincy back in the game, number 40 for Central Maine. Out of the baseline. Good! Mapori Samahosa. A long 2-pointer, deep right corner, right in front of the Central Maine student section.
Mapori says, I'm out of options. I got to heave one.
That's what I was thinking. Baczynski going to be watched by E. Madero back in there. On the drive, Cromwell. Loose ball picked up by Hathaway. Hathaway waits for the defenders to fly by. Down in the corner, E. Madero almost lost it. Saves it to Mincy. Mincy near corner. Who's that coming out of the corner?
Samahosa.
Samahosa! What's he doing in that corner? He was in the other corner before. Our pregame interview.
He's a corner man.
Back up to 15, under 14 minutes to go, second half. Baczynski left on a foul line, extended, and goes inside, but was the old, I thought he was going to zig and he zagged play.
The similar to that one before where he got in the corner, held the ball, everything, nothing going on. He says, I'll take it.
Good, don't leave him.
I'm good. You understand? Got you. Here we go. What we got? Ready up.
Timeout, Southern Maine.
Okay. Key point in the game.
13:46 to go. Second half.
Want to let everybody know that we have a UMA game, a makeup game, from about a week or so ago when NHTI came over. They only brought their men's team. The women's team was ill. And so they're going to make that up, but they can't get the Civic Center. It's all set for high school. What they've done, Jim, they can't get the Civic Center in Augusta because they put the high school floor down.
Oh, yes.
So they're going to play it here tomorrow night. And that's a 7 o'clock tip-off.
You and Nate Munzing be right here.
We'll be right here. Andrew will be here with us tomorrow night. No. Aspen. Tomorrow night.
Did he nod?
Aspen Stevens coming in from the bullpen, take over the camera work tomorrow night. She's been doing hockey with us, doing a fantastic job.
What's her name?
Aspen Stevens.
She a student at CM?
She's a student at CM, and she's on our women's soccer team.
Oh, is she here tonight?
Yeah.
Watching?
Yeah, she's right behind me.
Okay. What's her
That's
first
Aspen.
name?
Aspen.
Aspen, okay. I talked to her a little bit. She's from New Hampshire.
Yes.
I didn't know she was going on the baseline. Samahosa, Mincy in the lane. Caldwell for three. Bang! Sometimes he makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Got that nice fluid.
People over in Auckland love that. Where they're having lunch or something over there. Back up to 18-point lead.
Yeah, and here it is right here, Boston.
Third foul on Caldwell, so let's see if he comes out.
Shot that from Faneuil Hall.
Luke Briggs checked in for the Seawolves, number 12. Played in the first half. Martinotti in the corner. Caldwell defending. Martinotti into O'Neal. O'Neal fakes, comes up short. Grabbed out of the air by Mincy. Here comes Wyatt Hathaway. In the far corner, Emendero. Caldwell through traffic and scores! Boston Caldwell, a soft touch, baseline drive for a 20-point lead.
Mr. Outside, Mr. Inside on this one.
Here's a steal. Hathaway with it. Samahosa, nice drive, but couldn't finish. Martinotti hustles, got the ball. Sneaking away was Briggs, but getting in there, Emendero. Here's a shot, no good. Bodie Meter will check in for SM. McKissick returns along with Simeon for the Seawolves.
Here comes Caldwell on that finish, Jim, just slicing and dicing.
Caldwell does come out.
It slices, it dices. Remember the pots and pan guy used to be on in the morning there? He slices, dices.
You probably brought all your Christmas presents from the Ronco ads, didn't you, on TV? Just TV products. Anyway, we digress. Still plenty of time remaining. There's the shot. Pazinski got the iron. Rebound, O'Neal battles. Blocked by McKissick. A nice control block. Meter through traffic. The ball just sat there for a few seconds. Finally, it comes out. And it's going to be a backcourt violation.
Just got to love Andrew Pazinski. I love Andrew Pazinski, too. He was a great play for us. Jack Pazinski.
He played some very good Thorne Academy teams that
yes, he did.
Were heartbroken in the state game. 1 point loss to Ewa Little. Emendero. On that far side, Hathaway, the product of Levitt High School. McKissick comes out. Mincy drives, comes underneath. Near side, Simeon. Plenty of time to shoot. Coming out of the corner is Mincy. Emendero. Simeon coming out of that corner. 3 to shoot. Hathaway, the floater. Player control foul. Pollock and Henderson come in for the Mustangs.
Yeah, good defensive read. That's all Hathaway could do. They knew he was going to have to float and shoot. We tried to mic up Dave tonight, but just not working right, so we've cut that. We'll get that back on for the playoffs for sure.
Malik Foster in the game, number 4 for CM. He's guarding Bodie Meter right now. Comes out to Briggs for 3. In and out. Hustle rebound, Jaden Henderson. McKissick sneaks down. McKissick baseline, and he was fouled.
Seawolves foul number 30, Bodie Meter. That's his first and second of the half.
So Seawolves able to get it down to about 9, I think, Jim. Is that as close as
it was 9 at the half.
9 at the half.
Yep. I think that was the closest. One more from McKissick. Product of Laconia, New Hampshire.
Beautiful Lakes region over there.
And McKissick, I think he's 3 out of 4 at the line tonight.
Good shooting for Mako. Well, he's been a force on the boards. He's probably got three or 4 blocks, I think, Jim.
50-29. Pazinski across the lane area. And what's the call? Foul on Foster.
Yeah, they got Malik for a hand.
His
hand
first,
check.
Yeah, team foul number 6. So Southern Maine be shooting 1-on-1 on the next Central Maine foul. Pazinski being watched by Pollock. Meter behind the arc. Meter backs out. Martinardi dumps it into O'Neal. And a foul on Foster. And Liam O'Neal will be going to the foul line for the 1-on-1.
Well, there's the bugaboo in the ointment, isn't it, Jim? The bug in the ointment is 7 fouls already on the Mustangs. You know, big lead. 21 points. But you got to hit those if you're the Seawolves. And
it's going to be Central Maine ball.
Sometimes during the course of games, you want to write your retirement letter. I've been there.
Put it in your drawer and think it over.
Oh,
right?
Boy. Yeah, always.
Never send a memo on a Friday or an email on a Friday to somebody, because if they misinterpret it, it's one heck of a weekend for. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. Oh, look at that play! Cam Pollock. Henderson to Pollock for 2.
Pretty dish.
They sent the memo that time. And it led to a basket. You cut this way, I'll throw you the pass. Meter fakes the 3. Martinardi in the lane to O'Neal, in and out. Tough luck for the Seawolves on a couple of basket attempts. Henderson in the corner. That one is no good. Rebound bounces around, grabbed off the floor by Martinardi. Martinardi got it back. Meter on the drive, takes the big step.
Here's that pretty pass and play. Henderson, back cut there.
Foul on Foster, by the way, excuse me.
Lays it in. Foster picked up 3 quick ones, Jim, didn't he? He's getting his money's worth. We got turnstile going on here right in front of us.
At the line, Bodie Meter. This is 2 shots. That one rattles and stays down. Jayhawks, Colby Dillingham, Deshaun Cromwell check in for the Seawolves. Let's check the 5 for the Mustangs. Samahosa, Henderson, Pollock, Caldwell, And we need one more, folks, for 5. Foul shot is good. Okay, Henderson, Pollock. Oh, it's Simeon. Here's the 5th player I was searching for. 52-31, 9 minutes remaining, second half. Pollock comes out of the corner. Pollock's going to fire it up. Off the rim, bounces around. Semahosa got it underneath. Simeon fakes and lays it in. Assist for Semahosa. Simeon the bucket. And Simeon was pumping his fist. Not because he scored, because he made the pass to his teammate Simeon. There's a 3-pointer. And that one's no good by Meter. Central Maine has the rebound. Quickly in the front court. Caldwell from downtown. That one got all iron. Colby Dillingham in there, number 0. Played in the first half. Norway, Maine. And knocked out of bounds as Simeon was playing defense on Deshaun Cromwell. Here comes Cayman Warburton. We haven't seen him for a few minutes. Meter comes out.
Started the game.
Yeah, I know he played earlier in this half. He started the second half. 54-31. Oh, a foul on Simeon.
I think they got him on a tug.
His first, team's 9th. Deshaun Cromwell, 2 points on the evening. First trip to the line. Outstanding player from Biddeford, Maine. Played for the Biddeford Tigers. Hit the back rim. Here comes Simeon. And let's see, Simeon somehow controlled out of our sight line. Comes over to Pollock on that far side with 8 minutes remaining, 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah, I like what Cam did. Said, okay, let's get set, balance up, boys.
Henderson to Caldwell. In front of his own bench, Simeon bounces at the Semahosa. Head and shoulder fake. And a holding foul on Colby Dillingham.
Foul number 4. No shots yet. Munson Media will have the YSCC championship games. Jim and I and Nate.
Out of the corner, a long 2-pointer, Cam Pollock for a 25-point lead.
Yeah, Cam playing real well tonight. Good to see. Good contributions up and down the lineup for Coach Gagne here tonight.
Underneath, off glass, Colby Dillingham with a nice touch.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Dillingham. He really was quick. Now put the ball down, got it spun off the glass and home.
That's his 37th point of the season. Again, the shot is good. This time, Henderson.
Yeah, they're hitting the Seawolves on those back cuts.
There's Briggs. Crawwell tries to go underneath. And it's going to be, what, 2 shots now for the Seawolves.
That's his second, team's 10.
Dillingham at the line. Nothing on net. Dillingham has been to the line now 9 times this year. He's 8 out of 9.
Okay, now 2 minutes and you go for Jaden.
He's only played 66 minutes on the season. 6'10".
I thought I took Rapori up too. I didn't.
Hard worker, working to improve his game, and it's going to be a solid contributor here. Oh, we got a skidder in the paint. No harm, no foul.
Another 7 minutes to go. 58-35. The Mustangs with
top. Get to the top. Get to the top.
In the
Get to the
half.
top.
McKissick, all kinds of traffic down there, and McKissick will shoot too. Again, early in the game, the middle of the first half was 30-10. Central Maine.
When you're on this side, we push you.
Southern Maine had a good last 5 or 6 minutes, cut it to 34-25 at the half. You know, the goal, again, how many times we've seen it and said it.
Baby
Try to
food.
go in double digits. If you're down big, we go in double digits, we come out. But
Lock him
it
down,
was
knock him.
Central
Hips,
Maine
baby,
that took
hips.
charge the first 4 or 5 minutes.
Right, exactly.
Of the second half.
We talked about that. They had given it up a little bit. They had a comfortable lead at 30-10 at one time, Jim, as you said. That got down to 9 at the half, and they came out with a purpose in the second half, extended that, and have really kept an arm's length with this lead.
McKissick having a very good night at the foul line.
He's really smooth. He's played great tonight. I mean, he stayed out of foul trouble early, so he was able to go. I don't know, you got the stats here, but I got him for like 4 blocks or so, I think.
They don't show the blocks until like the box score.
Okay.
On this live stats doesn't show it.
The Muncie Media block, I got him at 4.
Warburton lays it in, score the basket. David Warburton.
And he's been a menace underneath as well.
Mustang foul number 30 on Corey Semahosa. That's his 4th.
4th foul, Semahosa.
Let's go, let's go.
Henderson comes out, Pollock back in.
Corey's got 4.
Three-point play came in Warburton.
You know, Pollock, Henderson, Hathaway, all have played well, distributing the ball, taking their offense when it's there. Really nice balance with those 3 guys tonight, Jim.
Across the lane.
Go. He's in the circle. He's in the circle. He's on. Jeffrey, he's in the circle.
Luke Gabloff, part of the Rob Munzing fan club, checking back in.
He just pivoted.
Coach Gagne is going to want to see a replay on this because he thinks.
Marco, keep working hard, bud. Keep working hard.
So Warburton's in there with Gabloff. Number 1 checked in, Andrew St. Hilaire. He's from North Yarmouth, Maine, also a Greeley High School product.
Sorry, I got stuck on the other camera.
Here's a steal. Foster to Pollock. Pollock going to bring it back out. Hathaway from downtown, Auburn, no good. The rebound inside, no good by Foster. Caldwell takes the giant step and gets the friendly roll.
Sorry about the camera, got stuck on that one. I couldn't switch it. I had to do some maneuvering. Sorry, folks at home, for that.
Now we sort of can say this now with 5:31 to go, how every game is a game within itself. Boston Caldwell did not score at Southern Maine in December, 0 for 7 shooting. Deshaun Cromwell had 29 in that game, and he's only got a couple of 3 points tonight. Both outstanding ball players, and both of them, you know, can have a hot night at any time. 62-38, 5:31 to go. Again, the Seawolves will play Vermont Tech on their senior day. It's the 18th at 1 and 3 o'clock, women's and men's game. Next time we'll see the Mustangs will be on the 25th, quarterfinals. And I think by winning this game, they clinch number 2, which I think is big.
I do too. Well, see the huddle, who will be the Edge Nutrition player of the game?
Again, a lot more parity down through the men's ranks compared to the women, in all due respect. The men could have like a 6-over-3 upset or a 7-over-2 possibly if you stretch it. But playing really good the last part of the year has been Great Bay.
Yes, they have. Yes. Yep. Hey, you know, the other thing too is when you take a look at the women's, it's a 3-team race. You know, it's almost, you know, who can anybody beat CM? That, you know, can UMA, who came within 3 points in the last game, a game that we did here. Can they do it? SM had a chance tonight. It was close for a while.
Well, one thing about UMA, they've played well on this court.
They do play well on this court, yes.
Against SM, but also those extra quote-unquote home games. Colby Dillingham. Nice touch again. Trying to give the Seawolves their 40th point. Nicely done, Colby Dillingham. 62-40. These reserves for Seawolves, you see them put on some effort. Here's St. Hilaire playing tough against Pollock. Pollock back out to Caldwell, who tees one up. In and out. And Gabloff got the rebound. I believe he was fouled. So Luke Gabloff will be going to the basket to our right.
Fourth on Foster, yeah.
Okay, Luke Gabloff. $12 out of 14 at the foul line this year. Averaging 2.7 points a game. And again, excellent foul shooting by the Seawolves. 62-42. And it's going to go back the other way. The push-off against Pollock. Credit on the defense to Andrew St. Hilaire.
Well, you mentioned St. Hilaire earlier, and he was feisted up, and good defense that time. So,
well, again, coming out of that good program, Greeley High School, both very strong in boys and girls basketball over the years. Dillingham for three, high off, and it hit the support up there, or the clock, because it ended up going through. It does show you the soft touch Dillingham has, I guess, right?
He put it right where he needed to. Got an unfortunate bounce.
Hathaway quickly in the front court, under 5 minutes to go. Foster, bounce pass over by the student section to Caldwell. Caldwell baseline, kicks it to the far left corner for three. That one rattles off by Foster. Here's a run out for the Seawolves. Warburton over to St. Hilaire, and Andrew St. Hilaire in the scorebook. I really like to see players off the bench playing late score. And back the other way, Jaden Henderson says, don't forget me. My last regular season game on this court. 64-4, all kinds of action underneath between McKissick and Dillingham. Three-pointer, St. Hilaire, no good. Rebound, Henderson. Three-pointer, Hathaway. That one does not go. Hung on the rim, fell off. Samahosa and Mincy to check in for CM.
Ran this back a bit so you can see Jaden a little change, a little hesitation right there, and then the downshift right here. The downshift slashes through, puts it home.
Shot underneath, no good. Rebound by Briggs. Underneath, Dillingham. Down there deep, turns, shoots, and scores. Colby Dillingham.
Nice soft touch around the basket.
64-46 with 3:35 to go. Hathaway. And this is still, it's going to be a non-shooting situation. Only team foul number 5.
You know, Hathaway's got that innate sense to know where people are on the floor, and he slows down and causes people to run into him, and that was a perfect case of it right there.
Checking for the first time for the Seawolves, number 31, Gabe Aucoin. 6'3", first year, Bath, Maine, Morris High School.
Yeah, I did some of his high school games. Yes, I did. Gabe was an impressive player out of Morris High School. Good size, probably 6'2", 6'3", somewhere in that range.
He's listed as 6'3".
Okay.
On my official sheet. 3.5 to go. Here comes Hathaway. Hathaway drives, overshoots. Rebound grabbed by Andrew Quinn, who's checked back in. He played in the first half. 3-point out of the corner, side of the rim by St. Hilaire. Loose ball picked up by Semahosa. Henderson over half court. We need a 3-minute mark. Semahosa underneath Mincy. Out of the corner, a 3. Bang! Who is that man? It's Wyatt Hathaway. I had to peek around multiple players. Quinn. St. Olav. O'Coin for 3. No good. Rebound Semahosa. Quickly running the quarters. Hathaway, and he lays it in. Henderson saw him. Another assist for the Mustangs. 69-46. Quinn. There's a 3-pointer. Bang. Nice touch. Luke Briggs.
Yeah, Briggs was a terrific shooter in high school.
CM in no hurry. Mincy passes to Caldwell. Semahosa back to Caldwell. 3-pointer Henderson. Got all iron. Got some subs going to come in. I feel bad for the Seawolves. They've been sitting at the table for 45 seconds.
Yeah, we'll put them in. They'll go on the power play.
Loose ball. Here comes Caldwell and crams it. The big stuff by the boss man, Boston Caldwell. And now a whistle.
We'll take a look at that whole sequence. Ball's loose.
Miles Brown going to check in number 10 for SM, 5'11 sophomore, Deer Isle, Maine, Deer Isle Stonington High School. The Mariners had some great boys teams just a few years ago. Also checking in number 21, Zach Oliver from Gloucester, Massachusetts, Gloucester High School. Will check in for the shooter.
You know what the nickname is for Gloucester High School, Jim?
Let's see, something to do with the Maritimes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, it wouldn't be the fishermen.
Yes, it is. The
Is
fishermen. Go with your gut.
Yeah, okay.
The fishermen, Gloucester fishermen.
Well, obviously the history is there. I knew it was some maritime.
So you go right down to the harbor, and there's that big statue.
Oh,
It's
yes.
called the Fishermen.
Yes.
They were Thanksgiving Day rivals, Danvers High School and Gloucester. You want to be cold, you go to Gloucester on Thanksgiving morning for a 10 o'clock kickoff, I'll tell you. There's no colder place in America than Gloucester, Mass. on Thanksgiving morning at 10 o'clock.
Nice touch, Luke Gabloff. (71-51).
Yeah, Coach Richards was upset with that play, and that happened at mid-court. He said, he didn't play the ball, played the man, and took him out kind of with a cross-body block.
Shot no good by Henderson. Keegan Pitcher back in for the first time for CM. Number 20, Gabe Carey, freshman from Green, Maine, St. Dom's High School. There's going to be shots coming up for the Seawolves.
Stay with us, Jim. We'll have post-game stats. We'll have our Edge Nutrition play of the game. Coach Palmer's place up there, and his wife opening up that nutrition shop.
At the line, Zach Oliver. Oliver 2 for 2 before that. Scored 19 points on the season, and there's his 20th. Kenray Imidero back in for Central Maine. Just went under 1 minute to go. Southern Maine getting encouraged to play defense. Bounce pass across the lane, up and in. What a pass by Kenray Imidero to Caldwell. 73-52. Oliver on the drive, out of bounds. We have a timeout, Central Maine. Maybe some subs coming in or whatever. With 36.3 game clock, 19 seconds shot clock.
Well, I think if anybody went back and looked at the box score of the two games, and you're going to say, okay, what was the difference from down at South Portland when they played down there. And up here tonight, well, if you take a look at individual players as a barometer of that, it would absolutely, there'd be two players you would look at. And you mentioned Boston Caldwell, who struggled in the game in December, and he's off for 25 points tonight.
He only had 7 shots.
Yeah.
Didn't make any.
And the Mustangs did a pretty good, piece of work here defensively tonight, early on, particularly on Deshaun Cromwell, the captain for the Seawolves. And he had a great second half down there, probably one of his best games ever.
Underneath, the fake, contact, going to the line. Zach Oliver. Again, the Mustangs only shot 25% as a team down there. So, you study certain box scores, then you check comparative scores against like opponents. And it's meaningful to a point.
Yes.
But at some point, I am a great believer of this. Once the game gets going, it takes on a trend of its own, a feeling of its own. Nice job at the foul line, Zach Oliver.
Coach Richards doing a great job coaching these kids off the bench. He is up and at them. And, I'm always impressed with Coach Richards every time I see him or I meet him to talk. I got a great deal of appreciation for him, and he's given his kids his all.
Down to 5 seconds. And that's going to do it.
Well, Jim's all choked up over this game, the way it ended. And
73-54. Mustangs. In the background, the Standells from 1965, Dirty Water. We mentioned it before. Victory song of the Red Sox. The line is Boston, you're our town. And tonight, Boston Caldwell, you're our man again.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be our player of the game.
Good sportsmanship shown between both teams here. Boston, you're my home.
Well, Boston, you're our edge player of the game. Boston Caldwell. We're working to get Boston down here. We're joined down here post-game, our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game, Boston Caldwell. Jim and I were talking, Boston, if we were taking a look between the game down there in December and the game up here tonight, and, if we were looking at comparative box scores and players and all of that, you would stand out. Yeah, it was a struggle down there in December, and you turned it on here tonight, 25 points, hitting the threes, slashing the basket. And congratulations to you guys. This is a big win for you guys heading into play. Talk about it a little bit.
We struggled in December. We just didn't. I felt like we just imploded pretty early. And that's part of basketball. But over the past month and a half, we've been working really hard to stay together as a team. We're practicing every day, working together, and we're just one big family. And credit to my teammates for finding me the ball tonight. We wouldn't have won without my teammates. We all stayed together for the full 40 minutes. So it's all credit to my teammates.
So you had good contributions up and down, set the tone early, dug in defensively. At one point early on, you must have looked up at the clock and said, we're ahead 30-10. We're really pitching well tonight. We dug in on the D. Was that the kind of thought process going into the game here tonight?
We were really lucky to, we started off really strong. Our first 15 minutes of the first half, we came out firing. We kind of lacked off towards the last 5 minutes, which let them creep in within 9. And so I felt like going into halftime, we had to regroup, stay together, and just kind of come out firing the game, which we did.
You did, and able to get that 9-point lead, get that pulled out there to a pretty comfortable. I kept saying you kept them at arm's reach, really did, back and forth. And, you know, they were going to have to go on a big run and get some stops, and you guys kept executing offensively, and the defense was there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're a very fit team. We're able to go, we can go all guys can go on the court and play. So, I mean, that's one lucky thing about our team. Everyone can go out and contribute.
Yeah, very good.
And offensively.
The guards were very good with the basketball tonight.
16 assists for the Mustangs.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's everybody's contributing, moving the ball around. Boston shot 10 out of 16 from the floor, 5 out of 9 from long distance. So before you go, you got to look up at the camera and give regards to New Zealand.
Hey, Mom, Dad, know you're watching. Love you guys. You know, see you in May or maybe June. I'm not too sure yet. Thanks for watching.
Well, they'll see you on Munson Media.
They will.
We'll have playoffs coming up.
They will.
Okay.
All right,
thanks,
game.
Boston.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on a great win here tonight for the Mustangs. So, Jim, Toomey's had a chance to look at the final stats. We'll get cooking on those as soon as Jim's set to go with that. We'll bring in tonight.
This was a tutorial. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Just one game tomorrow. So we'll be going to break tonight.
Also voting leader with 5. Thomas Martinardi, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Nick Gavrov, 4 points. Zach Oliver, 3 points, 4th the line. Andrew St. Hilaire had a bucket for 2. Sean Cromwell, 2 points, 1 out of 6 shooting. Liam O'Neill, 2 points. Also sitting action, Andrew Quinn, Dallas Brown, Ray Hawks. Andy Vasquez did not score, picked up 6 rebounds. Also coming out late with 3. The Central Maine Mustangs. Boston ball, as I said, 25 points. 10 out of 16 from the floor, 5 out of 9. He did not go to the foul line. Wyatt Hathaway, 18 points, 3 out of 7 from long distance. DeMarco McKissick, 9 points, 7 rebounds. DeMarco only took 5 shots. And Bodie Sandahosa, he played well early in the game, if you remember, Rob. Yes, he did. 8 points and 12 rebounds for our two-game guest, Sandahosa. Jade Henderson, 7 points and 6 rebounds. Tim Pollock had 4. Jeremiah Simeon, 2. Also seeing action, Stephen Pitcher. David Foster had 3 doors. Timray Anagala. Great assist, as I recall. Also coming on late with Dave Carey. Dr. Woodward saw some action, and Jonah Nixon also there on the court for the Central Maine Mustangs. So in the women's game, it was Central Maine 53, Southern Maine 40. And in the men's game, Central Maine 73, Southern Maine 54. So overall in the season, the Mustangs 16-5, 11-3 in the conference. The Seawolves dropped to 16-8 overall. 8-5 in the conference. Mustangs are off into the quarterfinals on the 25th. The Seawolves will play home on Senior Day, a doubleheader against Vermont Tech on the 18th. So Rob, I guess we'll see you in about 10 days back here for
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow night. I'm trying to get that graphic right. Tomorrow night, the Moose will be in to take on the NHTI women, and Munson Media will have that game. That game will be on the UMA Athletics Facebook page, Munson Media, as well as broadcast and YouTube and all the usual sites there. So that'll will be a game for just the women tomorrow night. We'll have that one for you right here, and it's a 7 o'clock start tomorrow night.
All right, again, thanks to everybody watching. Central Maine sweeps Southern Maine. Speaking for our producer, Rob Munzing, our cameraman, Andrew Severson, I'm Jim Tooney. Until the next time on Munzing Media Sports. So long, everybody. That covers us right off.